So I just want to make a video for you on how to make a large rock bommy for your aquarium. So let's pretend that that's the substrate. The first aim of the bommy is to try and minimize how much contact we have with the substrate. So if we have a couple of like very strong linear rocks like this, which I'll show you in a second, then we have a nice big flat strong rock that goes on top like this. Then we have maybe another rock like this, maybe one like that, maybe one that juts out that way. Then if we're lucky we can get pieces of rock which maybe are nodular, so then maybe that goes like this. So then instead of needing two support rocks, you just need one support rock to actually jut out the bommy. Then you might have another rock that goes like this, one like this, one like that. Then you might have like a rock that goes like this. And what you're trying to do is maximize the surface area. So then you can have corals here, corals there, coral here, coral here, coral there, coral there, coral there. So in the end it's actually quite full with coral. And when you're looking down on it, you've got, here's your foundation rocks, they're the bottom rocks. Then here's your big flat rock. Then here's your next rocks, maybe one here, maybe one there. Then here's your next rock that might jut out that way. Then you might have this particular rock here, which means you need to put a base rock here, and then one that might come out across that way, which is that piece there. Then you might put another two, one there, and then you might have a piece that juts out that way. Then you might have a piece like that. So then if you're looking down on the bommy, once again there's room for corals here, room for corals here, room for corals there, room for corals there, room for corals there, and a lot of them have access to the light. So you're trying to make the bommy as porous as possible. You're trying to use support rocks and flat rocks. You're trying to allow the fish to be able to swim right through the bommy, making the bommy as accessible and usable as possible, but just making sure that it's nice and sturdy. And so here's a couple of bommies here that I've made just as examples. These you can't see very well obviously because there's not much light down here, but once again minimizing how much contact is with the surface, then strutting out various pieces of rock, maximizing how much room you've actually got as surface area for the corals. So I'm just about to box these rocks up and send them, so you can't actually see them very well, but in real life they look pretty cool. But once again, when you're purchasing rock to put in the aquarium, the color of the rock means nothing. Regardless of which color the rock starts out, the rock will end up going a beautiful pink, providing that you're adding the correct amounts of calcium, magnesium, carbonate, and that your nitrate and phosphate levels are nice and low. So some people are very fussy about the way the rock looks, but I'm absolutely adamant that the only thing that matters when buying rock is the shape, because what's on the rock and the color of the rock will change over time to suit your water quality.